Hello everyone, today I wanted to start the theme decks. As I recall, there have been 5 decks in this line, back in 2012 I can see, yeah. There were 3 monsters, Hogger, Murkdeep and Elderlim, I guess, yeah. Then there was one Horde one, which I totally forgot. I really don't know which one that was. And we had Jaina for the Alliance. Now the 3 monster decks I have found them right here. One of which is Hogger. The first one I will start with. And the other 2 I cannot find. So hopefully in the coming weeks I will find them. And thus they will be last. Right. Each of the decks had a explanation card. Which for some reason I put in a sleeve. It is the same back as the regular cards. And it basically gives you a little bit of information. Now let's see if we can focus here. Yes, we can. Alright. Champion deck, Hogger. Forest just set back. If it's brute force you're looking for, Hogger is the hero for you. The powerful Gnoll warrior has what it takes to decimate the opposing forces with abilities like Execute and Monstrous Cleave. No warrior would be complete without an arsenal of weapons, such as the mighty Sulfurus, the Extinguished Hand. Hogger isn't alone in this battle though. Powerful ogres such as Graktok and Thok the Conqueror are also ready to charge onto the battlefield. Nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us any information about Hogger himself, but I will explain something about him after this card. Alright, so we have Delve. Delve is a new keyword in the Aftermath block. Yeah, that was the block of, what's it called? Cataclysm, of course. So yeah, the Aftermath of the Throne of Tides and the other 2, the Tomb of the... Oh my god, terrible. I don't know anymore. Anyway, those. So when you play a card with Delve, you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, then choose to put them both back on top, both on the bottom in any order, or one on top and one on the bottom. Yeah, reminds you of something? Right, tokens. Tokens are used to represent allies in play. Hogger puts Gnoll allies into play. You can use the Gnoll token card included in this deck to represent these allies. Token cards are never shuffled into your deck. They are only used when you need to represent allies in play. So, let's get straight to the token. There are several Gnoll tokens included in the deck. All of them are these. They also have the same back as the rest of the cards, opposed to some earlier tokens, which are double backed. So it's a 1/1 Gnoll token. Nothing else, nothing more. Then we have the hero himself, Hogger. It's a warrior, a monster hero, Gnoll warrior. It has 30 HP, and for 5 resources you can flip Hogger. Now if you flip him, it has the ability Summon Minion, which means at the start of your turn, put a 1/1 Gnoll monster ally token into play. This keeps on going on forever and ever. And underneath it says deck building. You can't put Horde or Alliance cards in your deck. So it has to be monster. Monster only. Cool. Now let's get on to the deck, shall we? The deck itself. I put it on the collector number. So as normally we would begin with the abilities. First of all, Brutal Strike. Choose one. Oh, it costs 1. Choose one. Your hero deals 1 melee damage to target ally, or destroy target damaged ally. That last part, that's nice. So we have 2 of those. Crushing Strike. Crushing Strike costs 3 and destroys target opposing equipment. If you do, your hero may deal 3 melee damage to its controller's hero. Cool. And the next one is an instant for 1. it destroys target's damaged ally. We have 3 of those. Quite handy. Face of Fear, which is a neutral ability for 3. Put target ally into its owner's hand. Not too bad, just what Fear does. Then we have, for 4, Monstrous Cleave. Target up to 2 allies. Your hero deals 4 melee damage to the first target. If you control 2 or more monster heroes and or allies, your hero deals 4 melee damage to the second target. Now, cool. 2 of those. Now, unfortunately, I missed number 7, so I don't know which one that was. I have to have that card somewhere lying around, but I don't know which one it is. Alright, Vitality. 4 resources. It is a protection talent only, and it is ongoing. At the start of your turn, add a might counter to this ability. For each might counter, your hero has +1 attack while attacking and +1 health. That's it for the abilities. Now we go to the monster allies. Broger. Broger. It costs 3, it is a 0/6, and on your turn you may pay 2, and then target ogre ally has +3 attack this turn. There are 3 of these. Then Death Smasher Mogda. It is a 6/4 for 5, does nothing else. It is a Death Knight, an ogre Death Knight. That is sweet. I would like an ogre Death Knight. That would be awesome. Right, for 6 we have an 8/4, Drugush the Crusher. And it does nothing either. 2 of those. Graktok, the one they talked about in the intro card. For 4 we have a 3/5, and when an ally with 6 or more attack enters play under your control, this ally deals 1 fire damage to each opposing hero and ally. Cool. We have 2 of those. Now then, the race that the intro card didn't really talk about, Murlocs. Yeah, you know them. Right, we have Gutfin to start off with. It is a 1/1. And this and other Murloc allies you control have +1. I really, really love Murloc decks. They are rushing like crazy. Once they get on the board, it's hard to get rid of. 4 cards for this. Mindbender Gersha. It is a rare, as you can see. I don't know why they put a rarity in here. Maybe it's the original one. And you can only have 1 of this in your deck. It is a 4/8, and while you control 1 or more other monster heroes and or allies, Gersha has Ferocity. Okay, so if you have 2 or more, it has Assault 4, and 3 or more, it is invincible. Is this reality? Indeed. Is it? Ah, Murloc Coast Runner. And 2/1 for 1. Excellent. And you can put unlimited Murloc Coast Runners in your deck. I remember building a Murloc deck once, and I had about 20 of these in my deck. Yeah. Well, this deck has 6. So that's a start if you want to build a Murloc deck. Very nice start indeed. Alright, back to Hogger's own kind. Muzzle is a gnoll. It's a 4/3 warrior that costs 3. It does nothing else. It doesn't even talk. 3 cards of this one. Nibbler. Another Murloc. One of the newer ones from Bashir, I guess. It is a 2/2. And when this or another Murloc ally enters play under your control, it deals 1 melee damage, to target opposing hero. That is nice. That is nice. Then we have Targak, the Fell Crazed. A Warlock, obviously. Oh, I love Warlocks. It is 9 for a 10/8. That's quite insane. That's quite powerful. 3 hits and most heroes are gone. Right, you pay 1 less to play this ally for each monster hero and ally you control. That with this in combination with the Murlocs can be awesome. And we have Throk the Conqueror. 5 for a 6/6. and this ally can't attack unless you control another ally with 6 or more attack. There are 2 of those in this deck. On to the equipment. Bloodbane's Fall. It is for every class, defense for 1, and your hero has assault 1. It is a back item, so that is that. Then we have the belt. The belt of absolute 0, which is only for Death Knights, Paladins and Warriors. The weapons you control have +1 attack. Cost 3 to put in play, and it defends for 2. We have 2 cards of these. Gurubashi Punisher, only for Death Knights, Paladin, Rogue, Shaman and Warriors. It is a melee item, a one-hander, 3 damage, and it swings for 6. You pay 6 less to strike with this weapon, while you control an ally with 6 or more attack. Very nice. And of course, Sulfuras, the Extinguished Hand. The legendary weapon, wielded by Ragnaros, the Fire Lord from Molten Core. Oh. This guy over here, raid deck, will be reviewed in the future. Now then, this card in-game, it is quite hard to get, because you have a couple of items, you need a couple of items which are all legendary, and they drop from Ragnaros. But the drop rate is so low. I remember I spent ages running around Molten Core for this to assemble. And then you have to have the recipe to build the actual non-legendary version and then upgrade it to Sulfuras. Awesome, but I have it now. I'm very proud of that. It is 5 to put down, 5 to swing, and it is 0. But when an ally you control deals damage on your turn, you may add a +1 attack counter to this weapon for each damage dealt. Nice. Be consumed by flame, says Ragnaros. Oh, I like. Molten Core, by the way, is my favorite raid. And it will be the first raid deck that I will review. I don't know when, because we still have these decks to go, but still. Blue Leaf Tubers. It is a quest. Pay 2 to complete this quest, and as a reward you can shuffle your graveyard into your deck. Cool card. Is this quest still available in-game? Or has it been deleted since the Cataclysm? I can't remember, but I can remember that I once upon a time did the quest. Didn't get what it had to be done with. Cleaning House. 3 copies. If you control an ally with 6 or more attack, pay 2 to complete this quest. As a reward, draw a card. Cool. The culmination of our efforts. Pay 4 to complete this quest. Reward, choose ability, ally, equipment or quest and reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Put a reveal card of the chosen type into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, this is very variable. You can basically play this in every deck, but still, 4 to complete for only a random one of these, that's a bit steep. The Key to Freedom. Pay 4 to complete this quest, draw a card. Again, too steep for just a draw. Wake of Destruction. If you control 2 or more monster heroes and or allies, pay 2 to complete this quest, draw a card. This is actually quite a nice quest. And you get 3 of them. Very awesome. Waking the Beast. Final 3 cards of the deck, and there are 3 in this deck for Waking the Beast. This is a quest from Vashir. You have to awaken the big giant tortoise thingy, was it? The shell creature? The Nautilus? Something like that? I don't know. So, pay 1 to complete this quest. Reward. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a monster ally, put it into your hand. Otherwise, leave it on top of your deck. Well, it is cheap. It is cheap to complete, and you may get a monster. At this rate, there are a lot of creatures in there. A lot of monster allies, so that could work. Right. That's it for Hogger. Oh, right, I forgot to tell about a little history of Hogger. So, Hogger, back in Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, was one of the very first creatures that you had to hunt down as a human. I remember starting off as a human, and one of the first quests that I got to was a wanted quest, a group quest, which said you had to kill Hogger. Now then, the quest took place and you killed Hogger, but well, he wasn't killed. He was just carried away by the Stormwind guards and locked up in the stockades back in Stormwind, the prison. Now, since the Cataclysm onwards until this very day, you can see him in the stockades as one of the bosses. Or was he the main boss? I can't remember. Well, at least he is in the stockades, and he is pissed off for him being captured. But yeah, still nice to see that one still in the game. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Next time I will be looking at one of my least favorite decks, but it has to go out of the way, Elderlin. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.